We see this all started when I got Windows 8 and I didn't really like Windows 8, so I decided to switch to Linux. And Linux, of course, I started off with Ubuntu, which was 12.04, and I always thought about getting a Mac, but then I thought the Mac was too expensive, so I decided, that's the run on Cat Girl, I decided that I was going to downgrade back to Windows 7, and then I figured, hey, Windows 7 is kind of old, it's been out since 2009, and I decided to settle on Linux. Why? Why would anybody choose Linux over Windows 8? Well, firstly, Windows 8 is a visual abomination. Look at the picture. Look at it! Take a good long hard look at Windows 8. Not the most appealing or attractive thing, is it? I mean, you got the clock just hovering over the start screen there, and you got the charms bar. The charms bar with a little leprechaun. Where's me but the gold? So I decided to switch to Linux because I wanted more freedom over my computer and I wanted to be able to feel comfortable with my computing needs. And the problem with Windows 8 is that it took away too much of the control from the user, which has driven a lot of people to the Mac who are just fed up with Windows 8 in general, and they just can't take Windows 8 anymore, so they said, hey, let's get a Mac. And I'll be honest, I decided to buy a Mac and I switched to Mavericks, and I thought, hey, everything's hunky-dory. Turns out using a Mac was like being in a prison. I could not really do a lot of the normal things that I could do with Windows. It felt like every move that I made, Apple was watching me. It felt like if I wanted to download an app, I had to go to the App Store and get an Apple ID, and I had to have my identification, and I had to give my address and my name and hand over my credit card details just to download an app. And then I tried downloading an app from the internet. And guess what happened to my oh so wonderful, shiny, sparkling Mac? Well, what happened was I got this message on my screen saying, Gatekeeper has prevented unauthorized apps from running on your Macintosh computer. And I thought, right, fuck this! I'm going back to Windows 8. So I installed Windows 8 and got fed up with that and pretty much lost my mind over my computer. And I found Linux. Linux showed me love. If that doesn't sound too ridiculous. But yeah, I honestly think that Linux is love. And that's why I love Linux. Because this little penguin has shown me what community can do. And what people together can do in order to build a proper operating system that actually works. And that's my Linux desktop. Which, as you can see, looks normal. It looks like a normal desktop with a menu and everything. It's brilliant. It's almost like a start menu type thing. And I have access to all my apps here, and Firefox opens up really quickly, and I can open up all my documents really quickly, and I can snap things to the right of the screen, I can snap things to the left, how a normal computer should operate. And that's why lots of people went back to Windows 7, because they were fed up with Windows 8 and the start screen, and it was like the whole thing had a different personality. It was a different kind of beast. One minute you have the Metro, which is this horrible, horrible, horrible thing, this abomination that is Windows 8. This abomination. And it really is an abomination. Why? I mean, seriously, this really broke me quite a lot, actually. I mean, it broke a lot of people. I mean, I've seen people that have been so exasperated by this. I've had people, including family members, that have said, I can't use Windows 8 because it's horrible. It's horrible. Please, Windows 8, just work. Please just work. And people even upgrade to the latest and greatest Word or Microsoft Office. It's the latest and greatest thing ever. And people have actually said to me that Microsoft Office is horrible. just like Windows 8, is horrible. So my advice is stick with Windows 7. At least with Windows 7, you know where you're at. Thanks for watching this video on Linux versus Windows. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time for another wicked Linux video. How do I stop the video? See, I'm still learning. Alright, peace out.